watching or listening to Forget Being Cool. We discuss the things you love.
Welcome to the Forget Being Cool podcast. My name is Dave Moore. Joining me, of course, is my main man on the internet, Johnny _Casino. Hopefully, John is funny this time.
Probably not, Dave. Hey, Dave, speaking of that whole main man, blah, blah, blah on the internet stuff. So good old Chase the Rev came to my island. I had my gates open so that Amy could come over and pick up something, sell something. I don't remember. She was coming over for some reason.
She was picking up signs that I made.
Yes.
For her.
The signs that you made.
Uh-huh.
So all of a sudden it's like, hey.
Also, I have that recipe to give her to make signs.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden it's like, hey, someone's coming to your island. It said Chase from something such. And I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure this is some guy. Like, I'm pretty sure. I cannot say definitively because I want to say like his name on.
Are you sure his island name isn't the Rev?
No, the island name is like something, nothing to do with any of that stuff.
Oh,
like I have feeling it's somehow dealing with like his daughter.
It should have been the Rev.
No, I think it's
Chase.
Somehow dealing.
It's Chase coming from the Rev.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Dave got the joke. Didn't laugh any of the times.
You know what, John? We weren't funny at all last time, so I gotta throw everything at the window.
Dave, I got this message from Sean shortly after that episode came out.
Oh, please.
And he's like,
please tell me.
No. Hold on, stop. Just listen. He goes, that episode was great. I'm like, which episode? Thinking he could not be talking about the last episode we put out. He goes, the one you're on. And I was like, oh, he's talking about the episode of his show that I was on. Because it had probably just come out for patrons. It comes out the same day as this will come out. I think. Yes. Last time I thought that too, and I was wrong, but I'm pretty sure this time. And he was talking about that being great and funny. And I was like, okay, good. Like he didn't somehow think the last episode you and I did what actually turned out well.
The last episode we put out, John, was so bad that when I put up a 40-minute PlayStation 5 discussion that I know isn't good, I almost considered just deleting the other episode.
Oh, you should have, Dave. So Chase comes over, and
5 seconds after I left.
Well, I mean, pretty close. It's funny because he came over, and then my wife left, like right as he was coming over, and he thought it was you leaving, and he was getting all sad that you had like saw him coming up and then left. But anyway, so he apparently is very quick with typing the messages, you know, the ones that pop up above your head. Because he'll like type out a thing and like it'll be part of it and it'll go away and the next one will pop up. And he was doing.
I mean, I have a keyboard I can plug in and use, and I've done that to communicate.
Well, I'm assuming he's doing it handheld, like typing on the screen, because I'm definitely faster with that than like on the TV.
That's also possible.
But he was doing the whole like Johnny. And then started like naming spaghetti and all that. He was doing that while he's walking around my house. And then I sat down. He saw my podcast area, which, by the way, the room for my podcast, I need to move some stuff around because it's also my workbench room. You've seen it, but it's awesome. Like it has a Starry Night floor and the Starry Night walls. And you turn the lights off, and it's just amazing. And he gets up, he's like, "Oh, this is awesome." I sat down, and I did the whole like I made my guy say like, "I'm Johnny Casino, and this is Radio's Lame." And the next thing I know, like. I just heard, like, I walked out of the room for some other reason. Apparently, he sat down and started doing like his whole Bugman intro, and it was so good. It was so much fun.
Can we please? I don't know if he listens to this. Probably doesn't. Can we please like set it up so you invite him to the island? Comedy doesn't know that we're both there, and then you and I will do a podcast just for him and your podcast room.
So it would need some setup, right? So what I would need to do is get. 2 more desks. So we have 3 desks facing each other. I have a desktop computer and I have a laptop computer.
I could bring my laptop.
Well, you wouldn't be able to set it down though once you come over.
Oh, that's a good point.
So I could set the laptop on one, the desktop on the other. I could get 2 more microphones and lights and set them up. I could do it. I could set up a whole room and have him come over.
I mean, we also could do it like outside, like right off the airport.
No. We need to get him up in my Starry Night room. Like I'll clear everything else out from in there and make it one big room for this. And then here's what we would actually need to do. We would need to take it and then. So first of all, obviously he can't know. We'll be like, hey, special guest, come sit down, right? all the communication needs to be with the little bubbles above our head.
Right.
So there's going to be all kinds of interrupting because, it comes out in spurts and you can only do like partial sentences. And then we need to get together and all record our own lines and then cut the audio. Like what I would have to do is I would have to record the video. Like I would have to hook this thing up.
Can we record it though? So like we all record our own lines. Like we all remember what we typed, right?
We don't have to remember. You just go back to your chat log.
Well, right, but I want all the interruptions. Like I want us to talk over each other all the time.
Well,
okay.
My plan is we each record our own lines, right? Like say every line would be an individual line with a break in between it, right? So that I could cut it, and then add that audio, and have the person say the lines as it's popping up above their head.
Yes.
Like even if they're interrupting each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, this would be amazing.
Yeah. It would only work on video though.
Yeah, so I would have to.
But we definitely
capture card working.
We definitely put it out as audio, and don't set it up at all. This is the setup. So right now, if anybody gets like an episode like 6 months from now, where it's just a bunch of people talking over each other, and we're like live from Animal Crossing, it's the Forget Being Cool podcast, and then John interrupts me with, and I'm Johnny Casino. If that happens, this was your setup. We won't explain it when it happens.
So, Dave, the big kicker for this, like the thing that's going to make this the most difficult, is my capture card sometimes does not work at all.
Yeah, mine doesn't work at all either, John. Those things are a piece of crap. I spent instead of watching Better Off Ted, I spent like another 2 hours trying to mess with that. Screw that. It like cuts in and out. I can get the picture to be solid on the computer, but then it's cutting out on the TV. Like,
so that's not even the problem I have. Like, mine just won't work.
I'm not buying more cables. I have enough cables. I've ran every cable I have. I've run shorter cables. I hooked them up to different TVs. I've unhooked consoles and moved them closer to the thing so I could use shorter cables. I've tried every stupid workaround ever, and no way can I make streaming or podcasting or combination of playing games live comfortable, and I'm just never going to do it because it's too much of a headache. It's not fun, and it makes what is already 90% of the time awful for me, which is playing games, it makes it 99% of the time terrible.
Dave, I thought of another problem with our plan.
There's no problems with this plan, John.
No, there is. Now it is the biggest problem. So let's say I get my thing working, right? Like I get my my capture card working. Now, I would have to be docked to use the capture card, which means I would not be able to type on the screen.
John, you get a USB keyboard. You own a USB keyboard.
Just plug it in and it just works?
Yeah, you just plug it in and it just works. I use my Raspberry Pi keyboard because I set up my Raspberry Pi and it used for like that one little time that I got to mess with it. And then I wasn't using it enough, and it was sitting there. And I said, "Oh, I can just take this little wireless dongle and plug it in front of the switch dock, and then I would have a keyboard to talk to people on Animal Crossing. It works perfectly fine."
Okay, then that'll be how I have to do it. Dave, we'll make this happen. Don't tell Chase.
Okay, got it.
Dave,
I'm gonna get a message from him like tomorrow. He'll be like, "I listened to the show, guys."
I don't think he does because. I know Bugman doesn't because when we tried to get him to figure out why that guy had the ferret, he couldn't even find the link to the show. Like, he couldn't find a working link to the show.
It's because it doesn't exist. We don't actually put this show out. To the, like, 6 of you who do listen to the show, you've got, like, some old archive link going, and I don't actually share this out anywhere. We just put it on the website. You have to go to forgetbeingcool.com to download it yourself manually.
Okay, so on a realistic note, Dave, I have a dilemma.
Okay.
So I'm traveling for work, and when I do that, I spend a lot of time in hotels because a lot of my job is just to be here if something goes wrong. Yep. Right? Like, I'm paid for what I know more than what I do. So I'm sitting here today, and it gets tough. Like, I'm in a room by myself all day. Like, today, I left the room for a few hours. I drove 45 minutes down to a plant, spent about an hour and a half there, drove 45 minutes back. And besides that, I've been in my room. Right?
So, my concern here, John,
Yeah.
with you doing this, right?
Yeah.
It's the middle of this global pandemic. Like, what do you do? Like, not. So, look, I have zero sympathy for people who are complaining about being stuck in their homes. I get it that people have a hard life. Some people have a hard time at home. But, like, God, I would love to spend a significant amount of time at home. That would be great. I can't finish Netflix. I can't finish my back catalog. I don't get this, right?
So here's the thing, and this is where you're going to have a hard time relating to what my problem is. But go ahead with your question.
The difference with you, though, John, and the reason I feel some sort of sympathy for you, right, versus these people who are like, I need to get out and party. Those assholes who don't actually need to do that. You're stuck in a hotel room, one, without your family, without anything to do, and it's not your house. You can finish everything you brought with you to do.
So it's true. So I'll tell you some things I have done since I've been here. So I went to work a couple of times.
Cool.
Yeah. It was, so the weather has been phenomenal.
Oh my
God.
God. So that's why I spent 15 hours in the yard cleaning up the yard. I went to Home Depot. I bought an edger. I bought a blower. I bought a hedge clippers thingy. Yeah, it's a whole.
Yeah, they're called hedge clippers.
Yeah.
But like today when I was up there, I had to go up there. I basically had to start a process and then like wait an hour and a half. So I just kind of like loosely walk around outside listening to a podcast because it felt so nice. I drove an hour and 20 minutes to a retro game store.
How'd that go?
Their prices seemed decent, but nothing jumped out at me that I wanted. So I bought nothing. So then I drove an hour and a half back.
John, here's what I would do if I was headed to a retro game store with that much effort put into it.
Okay.
Because I've thought about this. If I ever came out like your way, like, yeah. I mean, I have retro game stores here. Pretty much anything I want, I could go find it. Like anything realistically that I would know that I could get, I could go find it if I wanted to, right? So if I were to come out there and go to a store that's just a new store, I would just have like a list of a couple things that I like know they'll have, know that I want, and commit to whatever amount of money that I know it is, right?
The problem with my collecting is that like I don't know what I want. It's more like I go to these places and look for something that I just haven't noticed before that jumps out at me.
Oh, see, because I'm rebuilding my collection, I have a list now. But I know what I want.
Here's the other thing about it, right? Like, yes, it was a lot of work. It was like an hour and 20 minutes each way. But my other option was sit around a hotel room. Right.
So I don't blame you. I'm not actually making fun of you. I'm glad you did this.
There's another one that's about an hour and 20 minutes a different direction. Like not opposite direction, but not the same direction. Uh-huh. I'm probably going to try to hit that up, but I need to make sure that one's open because I think it might be in a mall type thing.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's another one that's like 2 minutes. Like I could literally walk to it from my hotel room. That one is not open, and I'm hoping it opens before I leave.
That would be good.
Yeah, like if it opens, because everything else around here is open. Everything else around here is open.
I mean, the mom and pop store over here is open very limited hours. They've reopened very recently, but everything else has been open for a while. They were like the new normal. Their sign says something about like how the new normal has changed all of our schedules. We'll get back to you soon. Since then they have opened very limited hours.
Okay, so let me get to where my problem is, and let me see what your advice is.
Okay, I'm ready.
Right. So I have all these things with me, right? I have my Switch, which I can sometimes get on the internet, but normally not. Like you came to my island, it's one of 3 times I've been able to get on the internet in like a week. I have my Wii U because I was playing Paper Mario, but I'm pretty sure I need to put that down because I'm worried about getting burnt out on like all the tech stuff before the new one comes out.
And it's not that great of a game.
No, dude. So here's the thing. It's pretty, it's funny, whatever. The combat's not bad. The problem is it's card based, and I'm coming into a combat and I want to go jump on this shy guy's head, but I don't have any jump cards. All I have is spiky helmet cards, and spiky helmet cards aren't an attack thing. It's a defense thing. What the hell am I supposed to do with this, Dave? I need jump cards.
You're supposed to collect the right kind of cards, John.
Yeah, but Dave, I haven't seen them.
John?
So, okay.
I hate card-based combat.
So
I hate it. You want to know why I didn't buy that game on Wii U?
because it's card-based.
Because it was card-based combat.
But you know why I just bought it? Because I got a good deal on it, and it needs to go in my collection.
You know why I own it, John?
Because you won it for free.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so I have my PS4 with a bunch of PS Plus games that I could download or whatever.
Yep, and one game in every single franchise worth playing, and yet you don't even have a real Ratchet and Clank game, a real Jack and Daxter game, not a real Sly Cooper game, not even a new Crash game. All you got was God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, and Uncharted 4, and a remake of a really great old game. That's it. That's all you got. Just want to establish that the PS4 console was a joke, and to expect the PlayStation 5 to be any better, it's not even a thing. And the PlayStation 5 is launching with a spin-off Spider-Man game. It's not even a full game, yet it's still going to make me spend $600 for Christmas to play Spider-Man Miles Morales. And I'm still angry about it.
So here is what I have physically with
John's me. Just move on.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to get to the heart of this problem because I legitimately need help with this, right?
But last time we had a 35-minute show and it wasn't funny, so I gotta drag this out, John. Drag it out.
Yeah, but you also need to learn what funny means.
Everybody loves how much I love the PS4, John.
So I do have Spider-Man and I do have the DLC I can play. I have Everybody's Golf. And I have a bunch of games. I was actually playing Horizon Chase Turbo a couple of minutes ago because apparently it was a PS Plus game. And so I was playing that and I was really liking it, to be honest.
Oh, is it a PlayStation Plus game this month, like right after I bought it on Switch?
It was a PlayStation Plus game months ago.
And I probably got it for free because I renewed a couple months ago and then I never claimed it because I forget to claim my PS4 games because that's how very often I don't boot up my PS4.
Just get the app. Just get the app and claim them on the app. I do that all the time.
Oh, let's talk about the PlayStation app, John.
It is not the greatest app in the world because when you hit the little X button to get away from the game you're looking at, it closes out all that area.
Oh, let's talk about the PlayStation app, John.
Okay.
Let's talk about the one I'd like to establish that every game I've bought on the Nintendo Switch in the last 3 months, okay, which is too many games because I don't even play them.
Yeah.
My non-physical games. I bought them on the eShop website on my phone. Okay?
Why?
I don't know, because I found it convenient. Listen to those words. I found buying something from Nintendo on my phone on the eShop store convenient. Okay? Now let me tell you about my Xbox games. I claim my games with gold every month, John. You want to know why?
Because I don't know if I've claimed the latest ones, Dave, and this is like the last day for them.
Because it lets me claim them in the app.
Dave, I'm going on the app right now because I don't know if I've claimed the first half of this month.
Would you like me to tell you why I can't claim my PS4 games and I never do?
You say you can't.
Because I go into... No, I can if I boot up my PS4, turn it on, go to the PlayStation Store, scroll all the way down.
Or go through the app.
Listen, when I go into the app and I go to the PlayStation Plus section and I hit claim, if I try to buy anything on my phone from the PlayStation app, it tells me that my payment method is invalid and I need to log in through the browser. So then I go to the browser and then I log in and then it puts me in an infinite loop of you need to open up this and you can't use this payment method. You need to log into a computer. So I get on my computer, I go to the PlayStation website, I log in through that loop. It is an endless repeating loop of your PayPal account is invalid. This PayPal account isn't attached properly. This blah 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 blah. It's the worst. It is the worst experience ever. PlayStation. You know why I haven't bought Everybody's Golf yet? It's probably not even on sale anymore. You want to know why?
It still is for $10.
You want to know why I haven't bought it yet? because I'd have to boot up my PS4. You know what booting up my PS4 means? It probably means that the HDMI is going to be wonky because it has been since I got it. Because they make shitty hardware.
Dave, I'm going to show you something real quick.
Are you going to get on the PlayStation app and
No. So I can get on the PlayStation app, and I can't. I can no longer buy games. Hold on, I can no longer buy games on the PlayStation app because if you're using the app, you can't use PayPal. But all the games that are free, because they're PS Plus games, I can just go in there and I can do it till it. Now, if I go on the Xbox app and try to even claim the games with gold, you know what I get almost every time? This right here, Dave.
Yeah, that's your internet right now.
No. This is when I have good internet. My internet is actually fine.
I've had to go back and reload the page, but I never had a problem doing this.
Oh, I have had insane problems.
Anyway, the point is, no one seems to be able to get their shit together, except for Nintendo for some reason. I'm buying things from my phone.
Okay, no, but the problem is Nintendo, you can't buy things from the app because the Nintendo app is straight up garbage. And after 3 years of this system being out, 3 years it has been out, and this is what the app is? What the hell?
I didn't say the app. I said the website.
I don't understand. Oh, look at this. Destroy all humans. I'll claim that.
I think I don't
know what the problem is, though, with some of these, like the 360 games? If you do it through the app, you can't
I know.
Purchase them that way.
No, I know. Some of them you have to go on the thing and do it.
So I'm going to miss out on Destroy All Humans, but that's okay.
But it's at least better than the PlayStation app.
It's funny because 90% of the time, if I'm going to look for games and stuff like that, I will do it through the PlayStation app. So Dave, here's where my big problem lies. I don't know what to play. I can't get myself in anything. I wake up every morning. I shake all my trees. I do the normal Animal Crossing stuff. At a villager, finally got rid of one of my eagles again. That's great. I do all that stuff. Then I don't know what to play, Dave. I cannot get myself to want to dive into anything, and it's driving me crazy. And I can't figure out what I want to watch. I have been watching some Killing Eve. That's an interesting show. If you've never played that.
John, I don't know why, but you know what I want to play?
What's that?
I just want to play like old games, like PS2 racing games. You know what I'm digging right now?
What?
SSX Tricky. Because somebody brought it up on a video as being one of the greatest games of all time, and I was like, you know what? That is one of the greatest games of all time. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play it. That game is so good. Why aren't games this good anymore, John?
So, Dave, I was actually thinking about the older racing games when I was playing Horizon Chase Turbo, and I was like, oh, man, I have not. With the exception of,
did you find it boring? Did you find it boring like I did?
I could see how it could get that way pretty quick. I played like 5 or 6 races, and I actually really enjoyed it. But the music was fantastic.
Oh, the music's great. I played 5 or 6 races as well. I just got bored. Like I just was like, this is all I can play this for.
So, but it made me think about how I don't like the modern racing games. Like I liked what the hell the Xbox One is.
Forza Horizons. Forza Horizons games are great.
Forza Horizon 4, absolutely love that game. Right. I can't wait for the next ones. I will try the next Forza game, even if it's not a Horizon game, because it'll come to Game Pass. Right.
Yeah. I was going to say you won't like it, but you can play it for free. So who cares?
Yeah. Well, and the problem is like the last time I really enjoyed a straight up racing game, like console straight up, just like non-arcadey racing game, was Gran Turismo 2 on the OG, the PS1. Yeah. Because here's the problem is when Gran Turismo 3 came out, which I believe was also a PS1 game, it got too difficult. I would be driving and the next thing I know, I'm spinning out all over the place. It's just like, nope, this is too much.
It's like every freaking sports game made after 2004. It got too complicated.
A lot of those, though, are putting stuff in them where you can play it with more of the old school way, where it's a lot less complicated.
That's not good enough. I just want NFL Street.
I feel ya. Street's amazing.
I want NBA Street, and NFL Street HD. You don't even have to update the rosters. You don't need to do anything. Just make.
Can you imagine kids these days playing it though? And be like, who is this guy?
Just make it backward compatible on the Xbox One. I'd also be okay with that because then it would just look. It wouldn't look like I'm distorting it by plugging in an AV cable to an HDMI cable.
So Dave,
yes, John.
What do I play? What do I have access to a lot of games.
Play SSX Tricky, and if you
I don't have access to that.
You have SSX 3. Oh, you don't have your Xbox with you, do you?
No, I have my PC.
Well,
so I can play.
Sony doesn't let you play backward compatible games, so you can't play them on your PS4.
Should I drop $15 on Days Gone?
You should drop $10 on the Microsoft Store and play SSX 3 and tell me it's not the greatest game of all time.
What am I going to play it on though?
Your Xbox One.
I don't have it with me.
Go get it.
Dave, I don't know if you know about flights, how much they cost, how much time it takes, and the fact that I can't leave this area.
You don't pay for your flights.
Yeah, okay. My company's going to get a little suspicious if there's an extra flight back and forth in the middle of my trip.
Your child snuck with you and you had to fly him home.
But did I, Dave? Like this, Dave. Let's come up with more realistic stories.
Okay, if you say so. Although, if you're out there and you have not played SSX 3, it is like $9 or something on the Xbox Store. It's backward compatible. It's the original Xbox game. It's so good.
But Dave,
the only thing missing is the online, where I was number 9 on the leaderboards when the server shut down on the PS2.
Okay, so Dave, what do I play now? What do I do now, Dave? I'm in this road now. I was going to explain something to anyone out there who's actually listening. So when I travel,
so you have your PS4, the Wii U.
Yeah, my PC and my Switch. But my Switch, I can't get online to buy new games, right? But let me explain something to people, right? So I have all the time in the world, for the most part, to play games, to watch movies. But when I come out here, like I get in this like weird depressed funk. And it makes it hard to want to do these things unless I get drawn in by something very, very, very well. So this is what I need from people. I need to know what's going to draw me in. I don't like Tekken.
God, I love Tekken.
Tekken's okay. I'm not a huge fan of the fighting games. I guess it's better. You know what I played? Right now is free, Dave.
I paid $14 for this on Wii U, which means, and I probably bought that when the Wii U was in its hype, which means this game is worth like $2.
Probably. Dave, I played Samurai Showdown. So the new Samurai Showdown has been released. I say new. It's like a remaster of the Samurai Showdown, like 1 through 6. And it's all free right now in the Epic Store. And I played that, and I realized, not for me. And it reminds me, because it's just like a simple fighting game.
John, I feel you. I feel your problem here. I do. I get it.
So what's the answer, Dave? Dave, give me an answer. Dave, you shaved your head. It makes you look more like knowledgeable, maybe. I don't know.
See, John, I only like fun games, and the problem is you brought the wrong systems with you.
I don't understand.
What I would highly recommend is continuing to play like Horizon Chase Turbo.
Yeah, but Sonic. You can only play that for so long.
Sonic Mania. That would be fun.
I hate Sonic games.
Lego City Undercover. I love that game.
I don't know if I brought that with me. I might have that with me, actually, to be honest with you.
If you have that would be fun. That's a fun game.
You know what? There's a line that we still like. My son, my wife, and I will still randomly say around the house, and it's from that game. And like you're trying to help this guy find his sandwich. And he's like, "You'll know it's my sandwich because it looks like my sandwich." And like we'll just walk around the house and like randomly say that line.
It's a great game. I love that game.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh,
it's not bad.
Oh, stop! That's a fun game.
So here's
that game is better than GTA 5.
I've only played a very small amount of GTA 5. I hear it's a great game. It's not for me. The old GTAs, I used to love it, but now they're too much.
Yeah, no, that's how I felt when I booted up GTA 5. I bought it. I think I bought it and it was free like a week later on Games with Gold or something was free. It was like, hey, look, GTA 5 is free on Game Pass. Oh yeah, and I bought it for bought it for like $15 the week before. I was like, yep. That's
gone now though. It didn't last on Game Pass for very long. Like we downloaded it, played it like twice, and then now it's gone.
Yeah, they tried to get you hooked, which it didn't work because I bought it and played it and was like, yeah, I got through the first like chapter and was like, whatever.
So Dave, I could play Stardew Valley. I don't know if I mentioned this last time, but I could boot up Stardew Valley again. But there's that part of me. It's like, yeah, it's a great game, but I don't know if I'm in the mood. I need something to like hook me. I need something that hooks me so much that I want to put on my headphones and turn off the TV shows and just be in that world.
Did you play God of War?
I have God of War, and I got my ass kicked like really, really early on, and I just have not gone back.
Set it to a lower difficulty.
That's what I need to do.
Do that. Put it on
so early on.
Put it on easy, John. Put that game on easy.
I didn't bring it with me though. I didn't bring the disc with me.
Buy it. Just buy it again.
I already own it.
It's $10. Go buy it from the video game store.
I already own it.
Well,
I already own it, Dave. Dave,
Spider-Man. Spider-Man's fun.
I have Spider-Man with me. I still need to play the DLC. I have it all.
Yeah, the DLC is not going to make you feel better.
No,
because it's not
to dive into. It's not. And I'm thinking, and honestly, here's my problem, right? So I know that Days Gone is big enough, right? And it's gotten pretty good reviews and stuff like that.
But it's not good enough.
I mean, who knows?
It's not gonna lock you in. I understand what you need. And John,
I've got nothing, Dave.
I don't have anything either, though, John. Like that's.
I could restart Breath of the Wild, but I didn't bring my dock, so I wouldn't be playing it on the TV. And it's good handheld, but it's not the same.
Yeah, and as soon this is something you realize when you play Breath of the Wild again, you're like, yeah, I played this.
I still love it. Like, I'll still go back to it.
I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm just saying like that opening hour in the plateau, you're gonna be like, yeah, I already played this, and you're gonna be out.
I could go back and try to play more like Mario.
Yeah, but like, you already found all the moons you were gonna find.
You're right, man. I cannot find any more moons in that damn game. I tried.
And once you waste the time trying to find the last few that you missed, you're not going to be having fun anymore. Like you stop with Mario when you had fun. I beat that game. I went around and collected some more moons, and I was done. And I liked that game a lot. Everybody overhyped it and ruined it for me.
Yeah.
But when that was all done and it sunk in, I was like, no, that was a fun Mario game. But if you go back to it and you try to find those last moons that are a pain in the ass, you're not going to have fun, John.
Probably not. Dave, so what do I do, Dave?
You know what? I'll tell you what you need, but it's not out. It's not out yet.
Well, that doesn't help.
It's Tony Hawk.
So
because that
maybe
if it grabs you, which it should, but it might not, that would help you because that's the kind of game that we are craving right now because of Animal Crossing's, like, every day it just gets a little bit more blah. Like, I don't dislike Animal Crossing.
Well, no, you put enough hours into it, though.
I put my time in. I put 250 hours into Animal Crossing. I'm good. I'm good.
Dave, I have like the best worst problem, but it's so bad. Like it's one of those things, and it's one of those things that like when I tell people this, they can't ever grasp how it can be because most people don't have time.
No, I understand your problem, and I only feel bad for you, John, because you're stuck in a hotel room by yourself. The difference with these people who are complaining because they're stuck at home and have too much time is that's bullcrap. If I was at my house, I had plenty to do. Once you get sick of watching Netflix, you've got a project to work on. And anybody who says they don't is a liar. They're a dirty, dirty liar.
Dirty whore. Dirty girl. Dave, I figured out what I need. but I need someone else who has Borderlands on the PS4 because I have it. It was a game with PS
Borderlands
Plus,
3, 2.
I think I have the prequel and maybe the Handsome collection.
I don't even know what that means.
It's like 1, 2, and the prequel. I think is what I might have.
Is there a prequel? What's it called?
It's called the prequel.
There's
There's
a game called Borderlands the prequel.
The prequel. Yes.
Well, I missed that completely.
Dave, it takes place before Borderlands 1.
Oh, does it? You sure it's not a prequel to 2? It doesn't take place between 1 and 2?
It could be Borderlands 1.5. It could take its stuff all the way from Kingdom Hearts.
Does that mean Timon and Pumbaa are there?
Yes.
And they narrate the story and add pieces that weren't there
Oh my
originally?
God, that would be amazing. So Dave, I need someone else who has that, and then I could play a game with someone. And I think this is part of what the problem is, right? Like, it gets fucking lonely as hell sitting in a hotel room, right?
Everybody, so I don't edit out F-bombs. I don't have time for it.
I just remember, I didn't even realize I said it. But like, it does. And playing a game, if it'll suck you in enough, right? Then you're good.
No,
you don't think about that stuff.
I mean, that's what I wanted on PS4, and I never got it. That's what Spider-Man was. I was in. The same thing happened with Mario Odyssey, right? The same thing happened with Forza Horizon 3 in particular. The same thing happened with Animal Crossing. It locks me in, and when I'm not playing it, I'm thinking about playing it. And when I'm not playing it, I want to play it. And without that in your life right now, and you're stuck in a hotel room by yourself, this is a problem.
Yeah, so you need
an addictive game that you want to play.
Dave, do you want to know what I booted up and tried out for the first time?
Spyro.
No, I have not played Spyro. The only Spyro game I've ever played was one like a DS one or like a Game Boy Advanced one or something like that.
John, then give Spyro a shot.
I should. I keep meaning to get the reignited trilogy thing or whatever.
That would be good, and you could play that on PS4. It would look real pretty on PS4.
No. If I got that, I want it on Switch so I can play it handheld.
Then get it on Switch and play it.
Yeah, here's the problem. It's not going to do what I need it to do right now. Like, that's what I want to play when I'm hanging out with other people and I can like half pay attention to both.
Did you play Crash?
Right? Yeah, I have Crash. It's okay. It's just okay, Dave.
Did you play Crash 2?
Yeah, I tried Crash 2. It was also just okay. One of the two, I'm literally stuck because I can't make a jump and I cannot for the life of me figure out how to make this jump. Like, I've tried everything and I cannot make the jump.
If you tell me which one it's in, I can tell you how to make that jump.
Yeah, we'll talk about that afterwards. Dave, so I was playing Fortnite with Ryan, and I was just getting pissed off because there's certain things I hate about Fortnite. Like, I like the aesthetics of it. I like the guns in it, stuff like that. But like, people jumping over your head, I think is absurd. And people building like crazy. Like, if you're going to play a game, come fight me, right? Like, if you're going to play a fighting game, come fight me. Don't hide. Come fight me, right? So I started getting real pissed off playing the game. Like, I was having to hold it down because I'm playing with my son. And don't want to.
What's astounding to me, John, is that you still play that game.
Well, so I still play it because Ryan really likes to play it, and he wants me to play with him. Like, and I have fun normally, right? So, but I wanted to try something different. So I downloaded, because it's free, the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 or whatever, Warzone, like the Call of Duty one.
How's that?
Intense.
If somebody wants to play that with me, I'd like to play it.
Okay, download it on PS4.
Okay, I can do that.
It's free, and we'll play together. Here's the thing about this game, and I think this game gets it right. So I've played Apex. Apex is a great game. But in Apex, you find a gun, and then later you find like an upgrade to that gun and a sniper scope for it, and like different types of armor and different backpacks, a whole more stuff. It's too much. Same thing with PUBG. You get to find bigger backpacks to hold more equipment and like add-ons to your guns.
I like PUBG. I really did. I kind of like PUBG better than I like Fortnite. Personally, like from a gameplay standpoint, I like PUBG better. More fun with my friends. I think Fortnite's more fun. Apex was way too complicated. I just
PUBG has a lot of the same complications to it, whereas Fortnite is you jump in, you find a gun. If you want a different gun, you find the other gun and you swap it. You don't add to your gun, right? You just change guns. Warzone does this the same way, but without all the unrealistic stuff. So you get in there and you have a pistol and your fist, and you could pick up a throwing knife, or you could pick up a grenade, or you find like a treasure chest looking thing. It's not treasure chest, but
so it's a normal FPS.
Yeah, it's a first person shooter, so it's got the ease of the Fortnite stuff as far as changing your guns, picking your guns. You don't have to find all this stuff, right? But without the building and jumping and insanity.
Without the nonsense.
Yes, and so I have yet to play. Like I played a trios match by myself, like no fill, right? And I did okay. I didn't get any kills. But when you die, you go to this like arena, and you have to one-on-one someone. And if you beat them, you get to go back in the game.
Yeah, I've heard this. This sounds fun to me. It's one of those things that I don't want to play by myself, because if I boot it up and play by myself, I'll be like, yeah, that wasn't fun. Why'd I do that?
Download it, and we'll play this weekend.
I'll get on my podcast and be like, man, you guys want to know what's really stupid? That Call of Duty game. Because that's what'll happen. That's how this goes.
Okay, you download it. I'll get Ben. The three of us will play it.
Okay, now Ben has to carry me, and I also assume he's carrying you. But so I need you and Ben to both carry me.
Sure.
Okay, got it.
Sure, that's great. I've yet to get a kill in the actual game.
I believe it.
Anyway,
it's like every time I get a goal in Rocket League, it's an accident. Everybody.
Oh, Rocket League. Oh no, I don't have that on my PS4.
It's also not. It's not. Once again, it's only fun with other people. Rocket League is only fun when you're being carried by Jeff.
Yeah. So, guys out there, listeners, whoever, anyone out there, tell me what to play. For the love of God, tell me what to play.
Soul Calibur. Do you have Soul Calibur?
I don't, and I don't really like Soul Calibur.
Oh God, come on, John, get a game.
No, Dave, I'm sorry that I don't like the 3 total games in the world that you like. Like when your selection you're throwing at me is so small.
Tekken was stupid. Tekken was just like, I went over and looked at my Wii U games and thought, what stupid Wii U game can John buy?
I could replay Wind Waker for like the 5th time. I always enjoy that. I do have a lot of games. Like after we get the recording, I'll walk you through some of the games I have access to.
If I could get my streaming set up together, I'd like you to walk me through Ocarina of Time. Well, walk me through the end of Ocarina of Time and the Water Temple.
Oh God, it's been so long. I don't know that I can do it. Have you played Wind Waker? Don't sigh, Dave.
So I've played Wind Waker. I have the Wind Waker Wii U. I never got very far in Wind Waker.
Oh, it's my favorite Zelda game.
And I know it would be my favorite.
Oh, it is so good.
If I had any patience for the sailing and stuff in the beginning.
The sailing's not that bad. It's not that bad. And look up a guide so you know what islands to go to when. That's fine.
Yeah, no, I need someone's guidance after I get through that first little bit, and then be like, okay, Dave, here's the next thing you go do. Like once they stop holding my hand in Wind Waker, I need somebody to be like, Dave, go that way. Like, Dave, just
I want to be this person. I want to find a time when all is better.
Because trust me,
we can hang out for 3 days and just play that straight.
I would love Wind Waker to be the first Zelda game I actually finish.
Oh my God, I don't know how we're friends, Dave.
Hey, look, I've gotten to the Shadow Temple multiple times.
Dave. Anyway, so
I've never
episode multiple times in a row, but
I've never gotten very far in Majora's Mask. So
I played Majora's Mask and I got pretty far into it, and you get to this one point where basically if you have not collected these certain things along the way that you don't know to collect, then it becomes this fetch quest, and I turned the game off. And I'm like, I'm not doing a fetch quest.
Twilight Princess bored me to shit.
The opening of Twilight Princess
very quickly, and I have no interest in going back to that. Versus Wind Waker, I was like, this game is obviously really fun.
So here's the thing, though, with Twilight Princess is the dungeons are actually really good, but anything dealing with that damn wolf, terrible. I hate the wolf.
What other Zelda games are there?
Did you play Skyward Sword? That one you will never get lost in.
Never
will not let you get lost.
Never played it. Never owned it.
Hold on. Let's talk Skyward Sword for just a second here, Dave.
I know something about Skyward Sword, John. You want me to tell you what I know about Skyward Sword?
What's that?
It would be my favorite Zelda game. I know it would.
So
I would leave it and be like, that's the best one. Everybody else is wrong.
It is known as one of the worst ones, and there are some not great parts about it. But here's the thing: is the overall story of it. It is the opening story for the whole Zelda universe. Like, it tells like how everything began.
Yeah, look. The story is probably okay, right?
The story's good. I think the story is good, and the dungeons are good. It's all the rest of the stuff in between that's not so much.
All the like handheldy, like just take me through the game crap.
Yeah,
is why Dave's gonna come out on the other side and be like, "Man,
that was perfect.
That was so great."
Dave,
because even when Spider-Man, like as much as I loved finishing Spider-Man and doing everything except the goddamn pigeons, right? Yeah. Finding all the backpacks was super fun. Like, the enjoyable part of that game was just swinging through the story. Just go through the story, and it just kept going. I only had to stop and fight a base a couple times, and I only had to do a couple like stupid Mary Jane things, except that one Mary Jane thing with you're in the Grand Central Station, and she's like,
"Is it the like sneaking around forever?"
I hate sneaking around as her, but when she's sneaking around in Grand Central Station, and she'll be like, on the phone with Peter, and she'll be like, "Okay, take him," and you press the button, and then like he just like pulls the guy out of the way. I'm like, that is actually really fun.
It was more funny than fun.
I found that one Mary Jane mission enjoyable. Once she got a taser and she's going around Green Goblin's little patio area, like, this is stupid. This is super stupid. But pulling dudes out of Grand Central Station by Q, like guiding Peter, was pretty fun. Okay.
So Dave, this is the last thing I'm going to tell you about Skyward Sword.
I never see it cheap enough to buy it.
I grabbed it a long time ago. But anyway, so here's the thing: is it's motion controls. So when you're fighting certain people, you are literally swinging your sword in certain ways. In the final boss, you have to he'll hold his swords in certain ways. You have to swing certain ways. It was a giant pain in the ass. I have never gotten such a rush out of completing a boss fight as I did in that thing. When I beat the final boss, both hands, I did like a double mic drop with the Wii remote and nunchuck after I beat this. And like both my kids were there watching me because they kind of watched me play through that entire game. Oh man, it felt so good to beat that game.
That game would probably justify the Wii remote and nunchuck for me. The dumb chuck.
Yeah, but you have to have like the Wii remote plus. You have to have that little attachment.
I think I only have Wii remote pluses left.
Oh, well there you go. You're good to go, Dave.
I probably have a junky old Wii remote somewhere. John, this has been the Forget Being Cool podcast. Are you okay?
I'm just thinking about the title being still not funny.
This was a better episode than the last one.
Yeah,
definitely, thank God, it's more enjoyable. Everybody,
Dave, real quick.
Yes,
I think I know what the problem is. I think we have a few problems, right? I think literally the state of the world, and then like now with me traveling and all that stuff, like it drains like the humor and creativity out of our body.
I know.
It has just like sucked us dry, and not in that fun way.
No, it really, really has. World, look, I know there's now giant like cicadas.
Octopus.
No, there's like cicadas like coming down in Africa now, and we got murder hornets and protests and the global pandemic, and it doesn't end, and at some point, Forget Being Cool podcast doesn't really matter anymore. I just want to establish that's where we're at right now. John and I are completely aware that this show doesn't matter, and that every opinion I have about the PlayStation 5 doesn't matter, and every opinion I have of the PlayStation app doesn't matter, and I have no recommendations for John because I have
doesn't
this
matter.
because it doesn't matter, and I have the same problem. We're all doomed, everybody. We'll see you guys in 2 days for another episode of the Forget Being Cool podcast. I'm Dave Moore. Follow me somewhere else. Don't follow me on the streets, but follow me at Tell You Dave and follow John at Johnny_Casino.
Oh, Jesus.
We'll see you guys next time.
For more great discussions, hit that subscribe button or visit forgetbeingcool.com.